Hi everyone, it's Nancy. I'm back with another video with Amy's at Crafty Kits pockets. And when I did the first video, there's so many pockets in the kit that I wanted to keep working with them, and then I had a couple more ideas. So I wanted to show you another video. I have, let's just get started. I have some different techniques and different ideas that I can show you. So this cute little pocket here. Oh, first, I hope everyone's doing well. Sorry. I'm just so excited to get started on these pockets, and I want to show you because I think you'll want to try these. So this cute little pocket here, I didn't want to do too much, but I had these Tim Holtz little girls here. And when I laid them there, I thought, oh, you know what? That could be a little pocket on their dresses. And then it just needs a little label here, but I want to show you because I told you in the last video, you could just take a colored pencil to these little dolls and you don't have to do everything, but if you want, I just go very lightly with my colored pencil. And if you have something else to use, that you already have, but I'm not sure. Let's see if I can do it on white here so you can see how light. I'm just coloring very lightly, and it's just tinting, just tinting. So I could do her her bow like that, and then I could do the whole dress if I want, but I thought, well, maybe I'll do her little sash here, and then I could do her little sash like that. And I think that's all I'm going to do on here. And let me hold it up and show you. Can you see the little bit of the shade of pink on there? So just by adding that little bit of pink, it just makes them pop a little more and picks up the pink in the flowers and in here. So I'm going to glue these on. Real simple, but such a cute pocket. And then, the other idea I came up with, which I want to show you, is they don't always have to go in your journal. I think they would be perfect Happy Mail to send. And it's flat. It'll just go in a regular envelope and just one stamp. And who would not like to get one of these little pockets? I mean, they can eventually put it in a journal. They could. Okay, I'm going to glue them right here, and let me just get this on, and let me show you how I did that too. So in Amy's kits, with the pockets, there are 4 or 5 pages of backgrounds, like background pages or pages you can use in a journal. So I'm going to use those as well. So I'm just going to put this this is a Tracy label. So now, isn't that cute? Isn't that a cute little pocket? So this is what I did, and I'm going to show you how I did it. I backed it, but it's an actual pocket. I made it into a pocket that you can fill. Look, see? I glued it. Now, if you want, you can sew around it as well, but I just glued the backing. This is one of the pages that come with this pocket kit. And you can fill it with all kinds of things. Maybe that's too big, sorry. Let me find something smaller. You think I would have had this out here already. Let me just get some labels here and stuff here that I have. Would this be fun if you made one of these and then you filled it with like little tags, and you could just fill this up, and this will go, any of these will go in a regular envelope with a stamp, and you could just send it to a friend like with Happy Mail. You can make tags, you can stick it full of all kind of, you can put all kind of, I'm still looking for more stuff to stick in there. I'm trying to find something small enough. It depends what size. I don't know if this will go in there. Let's try it. No, that won't go in there. It's too big. But how fun would that be to fill it with some goodies for a friend and just say, hey, thinking of you, right? I gave up on looking for something. I cleaned my desk, so I have nothing laying here right now. But yeah, and I'll show you how to do that. And if they use it and they still want to put it in a journal, you can still glue it down and glue it here and still make it a pocket in a journal. But I think sending these as Happy Mail would be so fun. So that's my idea for that one. This one here, I already backed it. It's a free pot. It's a pocket, so you can fill it. And I just love how this looks. I glued a butterfly on, and I'm just going to take a piece of my this and glue over there just to give a little more dimension. That's another thing you could do. So I'm just going to put some of this fabric tack on here, and I'm just going to lay this along the top, just like that. So there's another pocket. Just add some lace to I put a butterfly and just added some lace. Now let me show you another one. I have more ideas, so stay with me. So that's a pretty one there. Let me just move these out of the way and line them up. Oh, got a little too much glue on there. Okay, I'll put this here. Okay, this one I did. I think that one's, now this one I didn't back, so this could be in a journal or on a card or whatever. And I just added this pretty lady because I thought this would be a pocket on her outfit, and I put this little Paris kind of stamp here. So just a little dress up on that one. And then this one with a cute mushroom on there. Oh, wait, let's hold this one for a second because I have another one that ties in with this. Hold on. This one here, look at how pretty that one is. That's one of those Photomatic ones. This is already colored. I didn't color this one. So, but I thought it looked so pretty with this pocket here, and all I did was add this little label here. It's got the meaning of a friend, and she's so pretty on there and picks up the colors in here. And I backed that one, so it's an actual pocket. Now, this would be so pretty to send to a friend full of some goodies, right? And isn't that pretty? So that's another one. And then let me just show you. And so, okay, hold on. I'm going to just line these up here. Okay, and then this one here. Now, look at this one, okay? This is a pretty one here. And I wanted to do something different with this. So I used my knife and I cut along. I didn't want to really cover this pocket up too much because it's too pretty. So I cut along the bottom. So you see how it's opened here? And I have one of these Tim Holtz dowels. This, I don't remember what they call these. I put 3 flat back pearls on her dress. And what I'm doing is I'm going to slip her in this little opening that I made because I want to see. I want to see her, and I want to see this around her. Now, and I will trim this. So I thought she looked really pretty right about here, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put her down right where I have her. Let's make sure I have her just where I want it, because I still want to see the closure here, but I got to make sure she's in there to be glued. So let's just say I like her there. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to glue part of her, and then, because I don't want to lose where I have her just where I want her, right? So once I get this part glued, then we can work on the bottom part. So look at these pockets and think about cutting them like I did the flaps on some of them on the last video, right? Now I can lift her up here and glue her under here onto the back here. like that. And then here. So now let's put her down. But see how those 3 little tiny pearls add so much to her? And now I'm going to glue this lace along her body here, like that. And then I can cut off the excess of her dress. And I think this is gorgeous. So now you can just, before the glue dries, you can just cut enough, just this little bit here that's sticking out under the pocket. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Now look at the pocket. Isn't that pretty? She's on the pocket. The pearls really add something to it, and the coloring, it's just, and what I would do then is just glue a piece of paper over the edges so when you put something in the pocket it doesn't catch. But really it's close to the edge. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but I love this pocket. Love it. So that's another one. And then now this one here, this looks like a velvet. To me, this looks like velvet, red velvet with blue, and this kind of looks like a gold embroidery on here. Now, I did back this one and make it into a pocket. I am going to show you how to do that. And these are Tim Holtz dowels. These are the ones that are really thick. I think they called them baseboard dowels. And what you can do is, I didn't want it to be thick, so I took my, and I've learned this like long time ago, it's nothing new. You can go in there and start cutting and pull as much of that cardboard backing off as you want. And the tip is, because you can see how I pulled it off and it's very thin now. Here's the tip. Don't pull from the front of the image because you will crease it and ruin the image. If you're going to use these baseboards, make your slit around, get it started, and start pulling the back off only. This way you don't ruin your image. So my idea with this one is I'm thinking it's a pocket on her dress, and I feel like she is a piano player, a young girl playing piano. So I ripped off this Chopin, isn't he a pianist, right? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. But anyway, this is off a piece of music is what I'm trying to get at. Chopin, right? Yeah. So I thought, well, that's going to go there because that's the piece she's playing. And I wanted to add something more to this. So I'm going to show you. So let me just get a little bit of ink on the edges. Chopin, is that how oh, I got to get over that already. I'm sorry. I'm really murdering that name, aren't I? Anyway, okay, let's get this little piece of music on there with the name of the song that she's probably learning. And I'm just going to put that here. I just wanted a little something here. Okay, and I think it looks really good. And then she's got her hand on there. So I'm going to glue her here. And it's okay that she's past that. It's not going to be in the way. So first, before I glue her on, I know that this to me looked like some gold embroidery. So if you have a gold pen, a gold marker, that's another way to add things. I just have this vintage gold wax. I've had it forever. It's from Art Alchemy. I have this little tiny brush that actually it's a dental from my years of working in a dentist office. So I use this, and I'm putting some right here on part of this clasp. And then I thought, well, how fun would it be to put some a little bit here and there on the embroidery. And you don't have to cover everything up, but just on some of these pieces, I think it's fun to just add some, just as a, you know, a touch of gold. And I'll show you in a second. See, I'm just putting on some. You don't have to cover everything up. And that's why I didn't want to glue her on yet, because I think she's covering up some of that. Let's see. I'll put some more. If she's there, okay, you're going to see some of this here. So I'll just rub some over here. But if you have a marker or you know, any kind of a gold pen, I would just touch some of this with some gold. Like that. And that would go into a beautiful like Renaissance journal or you know, Victorian journal. I'll show you. We'll glue her on. And I did make it a pocket, so you could fill it with some Victorian ephemera to send to a friend. Let's get her glued on. Now I remember now that I can't put any glue on her head because she's extending over the pocket. So I will just put my finger there and we'll get some glue on her. I'm just having a ball working with these pockets. I keep looking at them and I'm trying to figure out, you know, what could I make them look unique? Like what would work? And I just had to show you again these other ideas that I have. Okay, so I'm going to put her down right about there. And then let's see if I can show you. Can you see the gold? It's a vintage gold, so it's not going to be a super shiny gold. But if you can see it, I think you can see it. It just adds something to this pocket. So I really like it. Okay, so there's one there, that one. Okay, now let's get back to, I'm going to show you the mushroom one and this one. Now, I have, I'm going to show you like these two pockets. You could do this on any of the pockets, but on this pocket here and on this pocket here, you could see the stitching is pronounced more, and even on this pocket here, but you could do it on any of these pockets if you want to actually do some dimensional stitching. So I'm going to show you. I started half the pocket already. You see? So I just have a sponge here, like you could use anything for cushion. And what I did was I just took my embroidery needle and I looked at the stitching, and all I did was go in and poke holes along the stitching that I saw, just like this with my needle. Okay, so you could do that on any of those. So I'm just going along here, looking at the stitching that's printed on here and sticking with my needle like that, right? Okay, and then I took 3 strands of DMC floss. Oh, the other thing I can tell you, as I always say, when I print my digitals, I always print them on 28-pound paper or heavier, depending on what I'm using it for. And so if you're going to use copy paper, I would definitely back it before you're going to sew by hand, because yeah, it'll rip. So this is 28-pound paper, and then I have some of this tape here. So what I did was I started here. I put a piece of tape here to hold it in, and I started and went in, out, in, out. Now, I don't know if you can see it. It might not show up that well on camera, but if you look in person, it does. And then on the flowers, right here, and I'm going to do it here and here, I actually poke 3 holes taped my string down and I did 3 French knots. So can you see the dimension it gives to the pocket? So let me continue on. So see my holes that I poked in there? I'm just going in and out like this. And yeah, definitely have either 28-pound paper or more, or cardstock. You can always, you know, print on a heavier paper, I would suggest, not copy paper to sew on, because it will rip. So I'm just going in and out like this. If I could see the hole I made here. It's very dark here today and rainy, so I have my lights on, so it's, you know, and then I've got a shadow here, so it's not a sunny day that I can see what I'm doing here very good. So I'm trying to make sure I stay in the camera here. And this is kind of fun, and it's super easy to do. And of course, you can always, you know, sew with them if you're wanting to sew with the sewing machine. But for these here, I think 3 strands of embroidery floss is perfect. Whereas if you stitch with a machine, you'll probably it'll just be thin thread and it won't show up as nice. But I mean, you can, you know, just use a totally different color and that should make it stand out too. But I really do like how the floss is looking on these here. So I'm almost done. And the holes aren't perfectly spaced. I mean, they're just so pretty, these pockets. They're so dimensional and pretty. And you can see I'm not being too careful. I mean, I'm stitching, but the paper is holding up just fine. So I'll just show you what I did. And then I used a piece of this pretty heavier tape. I mean, you know, whatever tape you have, Scotch tape would work just fine as well. And I don't want to knot it, you know, you don't want to knot. A piece of tape to hold it down will be better. And I don't want to end with it up there, so I'm going to poke one more hole and put it through like that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is cut this off and then take one of my tapes and just fold it down and tape it. Push it on there. And then for the flowers, I just poked in the middle, like 3 holes spaced apart. Can you see? I don't know if you can even see it. And don't knot it. And then come up through one. And I think most people know how to French knot, right? Maybe, hopefully. So there, I left a piece of that there, and I'm gonna not tape over my 3 holes I made. I'm just gonna do that, and then just gonna wrap it around, and then go in one of the other holes and hold it. That's how a French knot is made. And I'm gonna hold that thread so it doesn't come loose, and then gently pull, and then it's hard to see, but there's one French knot there, and then I'll come up another hole, the one next to it, and wrap it around. And then I'm going to go down, not the same hole, but a different hole. Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I'm going to go down into, if you go the same hole, it won't work. You have to go into a different hole. So there's 2 French knots. And then I'm going to come up. I'm trying to see my holes here. Let's see. Okay, I'm coming up one of the other holes. Just whatever hole you come up. You can come up in the ones that you did already. It's not going to matter. And then I'm going to go down into the other hole. But hold your thread here so your little loops that you just did there. And that's that. And then all I'm going to do is leave me a little bit there and then tape that down with a piece of tape. I won't do the other one, but so yeah, can you see the stitching on there? I hope you can, because it really does add dimension to that. So you can, you know, you can do the stems even if you want, but I love that. So you could do that pretty much on any of the pockets. Okay, and then let me move this out of the way. And then on the mushroom one, so you could do it there too. But this mushroom, this extra mushroom, actually is part of the, you know, it's on the same page. And I thought, well, you can obviously, you know, make a piece of ephemera with it. But another idea was I'm going to take some of these dimensionals. Now, you know, you can, I'm sure a lot of us have like sticky backed dimensional type things that you can use. And I'm just going to use my dimensionals. These are little stickies. They're, you know, and I'm going to pull these backings off. And it's so cute. What a cute pocket, just by adding these dimensionals to it. And of course, this mushroom pocket, you could even stitch on there too to add some stitching. But what I'm going to do is, it's the same exact mushroom. I'm just going to offset it a smidge, just a smidge here, like that. Stick it on, and it's dimensional. It just adds some. Can you see what I did? I just added, just offset it a little bit, and to me that looks super cute, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I turn them into pockets that you could stuff and send. Okay, so let me just move some of these out of the way. I'll put them here and here. Okay, so to make them actual pockets, and like I said, the kit comes with I think it comes with 5 backing sheets. And let me just gather here and I'll show you. Okay, so one of them is this blue here. There's 5 different kinds. So what I'm going to do is I want this to be the outside of a pocket, right? So I put it down, and then I picked my pockets. Now this one here is so cute. I just put one of these little photos here, and it even has some blue in her, pink on her cheeks and blue in her hat. I didn't do that. That was like that. And I was just looking through some of my wax seals, and I thought, well, this is a sunflower, and those are flowers, and it kind of looked nice. So I thought, well, that's kind of fun too. Okay, so, and I thought this would be a pretty backing for it as well. So this is what I did. On this one here, all I want to do is put this lady here, and I have a label and a butterfly. Let's just put her together, and I'll show you how to make the pockets actual pockets to fill. Super easy, very easy. And you could sew them, but I'm just gluing them, and I'll show you how easy it is. Let me just get her put together here. So I'm just going to glue her there, and then I'm going to glue my label on. Get this. And then I have a couple masculine ones I'll show you too. I'm loving all these ideas with these pockets. Really, really having fun with them. I'm going to glue this label here, like that. And then I have this little blue butterfly I just want to put there, and that's all it needs, you know. Sometimes it just needs a little stitching. Sometimes it just needs a label, just a tiny something. I mean, they are gorgeous on their own, so not much is needed. You don't need to rack your brain looking for things to put on there. I think that's pretty just like that. Okay, here we go. To make any of these an actual pocket that you want to fill, you're going to pick your backing sheet, and you're going to have it facing down. So you're going to put wrong sides together. I'm going to take my glue stick. I'm going to open it up a little, and all I'm going to do is, you can kind of see through where your pocket is if you hold it to a light. I'm just going to go by the edge on the sides one time, just a little tiny bit of glue just to hold it in place. I'm going to just place this on here, Give it a second. I'm going to do the same with this one here. I'm going to just kind of see where my pocket is. You don't want to put it in here because you don't want to glue it together. I'm just going along just a little line on the sides and the bottom. And I'm going to just glue it, hold it there for a second, okay? That's all I need to do to hold it in place, because what you want to do is cut it out, but you want it, these pockets are not, you know, uniform. They look like actual pockets, so they're kind of floppy and bendable, and you know, so you can't, it's best to just do it this way, and then you can cut them out, and your backing is the exact size as your front. So this is what I did. Now I see on this one the leaf is extended. You can cut around it if you want, or I'm just going to cut right over it. I don't think it matters. It's not going to change the look of anything here. So I'm just going to, I don't know, I'm struggling today, huh? Must be the weather. I'll blame it on the weather. So, and then you just go across the top. I'm just trying to see. I think the shadows are having shadow problems here. Okay. And just by putting that little bit of glue just to hold it, that's all I need to do. And then, let me just get this. I'm just going to cut this piece off for a second and finish cutting this out. So this pocket is so light, I have to see where it is, where the end is here. Okay. I hope you're all doing well. I know a few of you said you were excited and got the pocket kit to try. I think it's a great idea. So you see, it's cut exactly. Now, let me cut the other one out too, and I'll show you how we're going to secure it. Really easy. So I'm just going to cut this off here, get it out of my way, and then I have two more masculine ones to show you. Okay, let me just cut this off and cut around here. I think these would make great Happy Mails. It only costs you a stamp. That's all it would be to brighten someone's day. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, so look at, it's the right size. So now what I do is I just go in there, lift it up. It's still secured enough with the glue stick, and I'm just going in there. I can pull it, actually pull it off, because you're not putting that much on there. And now I'm just going in with my fine tip glue and gluing it down. That's what I'm doing. Oh, oops, that was a lot of glue there. Hold on. Okay, so just go around. You can lift up, gently pull it. I think I really glued that part there, so that's okay. I'm just lifting it up, going in with my fine tip glue. Oh, the struggle today, huh? Okay, let me find that. Okay, and then here. Now, and all I want to do is hold it down. And like I said, you could still, instead of gluing it all around, if you just put that little bit of glue, you can run these through your sewing machine or stitch them by hand or just glue them like this. And now just give it a little inking because I like to do that all around. And what could you put in here? Oh my gosh, it would be so fun. I should have got some things together to show you, but you know what I mean? Like, Oh, well, I had something, I don't know where I put it here. Just fill it up with all kind of things, some paper dolls, some journal cards, all kind of thing, a piece of lace hanging out. I think it'd be so pretty. Isn't that cute? And then this one here, I love this one too. So let's just get this one put together here. I'm just going to go around the edges here. Okay, and then I must have put some more glue stick than I thought I did. Okay, that's okay. It's not going to come apart, that's for sure. Okay, and then we'll just hold that together like that. Let me get a little more ink on my sponge here. Super cute. Okay, and there's that one. That's a nice tall pocket, so you could, it's still gonna fit in an envelope, and it's cute like that. See, there's that one. Okay, now I'm going to show you just a couple of the masculine ones I have here, and just a different little idea. Okay, so let me just get all my pieces here and show you what I got. So for these two pockets here, I'm using this. This is one of the pages here. So let me just put this to the side for a second, and I'm going to show you what I did with these. Okay, so let's look at this pocket here, this one here. This is what it looks like, and in the last video I showed you how you can cut into it. So this one would be super cool in a journal, obviously, or make it a pocket as well. And I would use the page I just showed you to make the pocket. So what I did was I took my mat like this, and I took my knife and I went in there and cut around right here to here. So from here to here. Can you see? You see that? That's what I did. So it looks fine, but it's an actual pocket. And I thought, well, we have to decorate it. So you can use that backing and make it a pocket and fill it. Or what I wanted to do was glue some ephemera in there, like this. I already inked it, and glue. You can glue that. Or if you make it an actual pocket with the backing, you can just slip those in. That would be an extra pocket, even though you're going to put things in here. Here's another pocket here. So do the backing like this, the backing like I just showed you on any of these pockets, and look at these pockets here that have this extra. And then for this side here, I have some, let's see, I have a little piece of map. I'll show you what I'm going to do. I want to put him on this side here. But first I have this is just a tiny piece of, one of the Tim Holtz tiny pieces of whatever, ephemera, whatever you want to call it. And I think that looks cute just like that. And then I have a piece of this little map. It's a faux map. It's not real map. And I want to put it here. So I'm just going to put it on quickly and show you. I want to put it right about here, just for some layering. And I want to put him right there. So I'm going to get my fabric tack out. I'm so happy that there's some of these kind of more rustic looking masculine type pockets in here too, not just all like floral. And see, I'm just going to layer him and put him like this. And I already inked him and cut him out. Okay, so that's that one. So by cutting this with your blade, you make an extra pocket here, and it looks like this pocket is actually filled with something. Okay, let me just move this to the side. Now the other thing you can do, this, I have this pocket here, okay, and this one here, I took this guy here, another couple pieces of ephemera here, and I have a vintage stamp with a plain on it. And this pocket is, you know, kind of plain, and I thought, well, we can stamp on it. We can actually like stamp or stencil on it even. So I'm going to show you that. So just look at your stencils. Like this one is just holes, and I thought, well, this could be kind of fun across maybe the top here. So I'm just going to like kind of go in haphazardly on the top of the little fold down part of this. Let's see what it looks like. I'm just barely, you know, I'm not rubbing it in, I'm just doing this. Just, you could do that, and we have to cut it out anyway. Otherwise, the other thing we can do is I have this one. We can do that, or I have the field, what are these? Field note stamps, and I thought, let me see, we can do some stamping here and then glue our pieces on. So this one says destination because I have the little airmail type label, and I have the airplane, and I thought, well, let's see, we can use some of these because I don't have any of his other ones. So we can like stamp destination, and I'm just going into my vintage photo over here on the side. That's all I'm doing. I'm stamping this. I'm just going to put that there like that, and just stamping off here on some paper. So we could do that. And what else can we put on there? Okay, well, let's see. I'm going to glue him on like that. And I think I'm going to do the stamp here. And then I think I'm going to put this like here. And maybe, I don't know, something like that. So, and then I'm going to stamp kind of. So let's get this glued on first. Let me get this stuff put on here, and then we'll finish doing some stamping. So see how you can add stamping to it. And you don't have to have Tim Holtz stamps, any kind of stamp, right? We all have some stamps, right? So I'm just going to kind of put that over the word destination there. And then let's glue him on. Let me get my glue again. And I think we could do some stamping. I want to use one of these other field note stamps on him. So once again, on these plainer pockets, think of stamping or stenciling on them, right? So I'm going to put him about there. And then we'll glue this. And we'll do a little more stamping on it. I'll put this here like that. And this, ink that up. Okay. Oops. And we'll put that right about here, like that. Now, I love that. I think that's good there, but it needs more. I think I need to do more. So I'm going to grab this round one here and put it in my vintage photo, and I'm going to put it right there, stamp, over the photo. That's kind of neat. And what else can we do here? I feel like I need a long one. How about identification check? Let's try this one and see what it looks like. I need a long one along the top of the flap there, like that. We'll put on an angle. Right? That's cool. I like that. And then maybe a number. a number, this number here. Let's put that on. Okay. Like that. I love that one. Isn't that fun? Okay, so what I was going to do with the two masculine ones, I was going to make them into pockets, but I think I showed you how. Let me just cut this one off the backing then. And I think you know how to do the pocket part now. So this one's a light one, so I have to really look and see where the end is and get this backing off so you can actually see what the pocket looks like. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll get this all cut out real nice. Anyway, I had a blast with these pockets. I am loving them. And if Amy decides to come out with more, you know I'll be there. I'll be doing it, right? So let me just get this cut out so we can actually see how it looks. Yeah, this is a light one here. Hold on. I'm trying to see where it is. Okay. Get that page out. Okay. Just leave it here. Now, isn't that cool? It needs some inking. That's what it needs. Just get some ink on the edges here. Okay, so here we are. This is very cool. Now, like I said, you can make it to pockets, but how fun is this to be on in a masculine journal as a pocket on a page? I love this one. And then this one here, and I showed you how to cut into this to actually make this a real pocket on top of a pocket. So there's that one there, like that, right? You can do that. He needs something too, I think. Maybe he's going to need, I think he needs a stamp. I think he needs a stamp, maybe even a number. I don't know. Let's see. Let's put this here. That looks good. And I'm going to give him that number too. Let's give him a number right there. There. Okay. I like it now. Needed something. Okay, so there's that one. And then I showed you this one. I just used some adhesive pop dots and popped this mushroom up, and that to me added a lot to that one. And then I showed you this one here. I actually stitched around it where the stitching was, and then showed you how to add some French knots to that one. And then this gal here, we put her on and we added some gold rubbing or gold pen you can do to accent that pocket. This one I showed you how to cut into it and fit the gal in there, and I added these flat back pearls on there. This one here, made into a pocket, just used one of my wax seals to coordinate with that one. Made this one a pocket to send. And I covered the whole thing, and then what I did was I just cut across there and glued this part to the extended part here. So it looks nice, and then it actually strengthens that part that's sticking out there. I don't know if I mentioned that before. Did that. This is just a simple one here, nothing fancy. You could add something to it. You can even stitch in the middle of those flowers if you wanted. This one here, I just added a butterfly and a piece of lace over that faux lace that was there. This one's a real easy one. We made this one into a pocket too. And that, just added that, real simple. And these little girls, we just added a label and the dowels, and I just showed you how to color lightly in. So those were my extra ideas, but you know, try to make some and send them to a friend. Make someone's day and stuff it with some goodies. And gosh, these are I just had a ball with these. So thanks, Amy, for making these beautiful pockets. And thank you, friends, for hanging with me. And I hope I inspired you. And then I'll just see you in the next video. So have a blessed day. Take care now. Bye.